For a district matchup as your Carencro Golden Bears are set to take on the new Iberia Yellow Jackets. I'm Blaine Viator, joined alongside head football coach, Coach Gavin Peters. Coach, Bears got to get off the mat. They've been struggling mightily here recently, especially on the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah.
They got to find a way to win. Look, the district is wide open. New Iberia coming in 15-9. They're 1-0 in the district. They're off a victory over Acadiana, 42-35, and that's an Acadiana team people thought would contend for a district championship. So I think everything that they want to play for in the back half of the season is still right in front of them.
Absolutely. All of our goals are right there ahead of us. Everything is attainable, but make no mistake about it, the way that the last couple of ball games have went for us, and you mentioned that door is wide open, but it's starting to it ain't wide open as it was a week ago when everybody was 0-0, right? Games are being played, and we've got to capitalize on this opportunity tonight, and I'm not too sure this ain't a must-win for us tonight, Blaine. Okay, this is a very, very important game. Just based off the way the last 2 to 3 weeks have gone for us, we have got to win this game tonight. What Rasheed Wallace said, I guarantee we will win Game 6. Well, Blaine, I wish I could guarantee that we will win tonight to put us in a better chance to go out there and compete for this championship.
And to win tonight, you're going to have to play better offensively. You're going to have to knock down shots from the outside. And you're going to have to create points off of turnovers and play well in transition. Those are all things that they've really struggled to do in the last, 2 to 3 weeks. So, look, they're relying on Kendrick Bernard right now to be the primary scorer. Last week against Barb, he was off. Gave us, 3-4 points from the floor. Can't have that from him. Going to have to get 12-plus tonight from KB to give yourself a chance.
Yes, and look, I think we've played pretty good offensively in the last game. I'm about to say last football game. In the last game, okay? We have just got to execute.
Yeah, you got to start making the shots.
Okay? We have just got to execute.
Yeah, you got to start making the shots.
And we've got to make the shots. We've got to make the shots. The ball has just got to go in the hoop for us. I was just telling Coach Kovach's dad, ball has just got to go in the hoop for us. I was just telling Coach Kovach's dad and Coach Cliff Brown, great coach at Lafayette High School, who we're going to have to compete against this upcoming Friday. I thought we took great shots. I thought we had a really, really good offense going, okay? We just got to get it to go through the hoop for us tonight.
And I'm going to need to see Jaden Baptiste have another big game tonight. He played really good against Barb after struggling against STM. I also need to see Hayden Monroe get involved, be a little bit more physical down low, and get involved in the offensive action. And that'll do it for the pregame shows. We're set to tip off the basketball. Starting tonight for the Carencro Golden Bears, of course, is going to be Joseph Jones, Kendrick Bernard, Hayden Monroe, Jaden Baptiste, and the captain, Wilson Landry. That guy wise beyond his years. We're gonna miss him when he's gone, Coach.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a look. It's not sad when kids graduate, right? That's a joyous occasion. But I remember years ago, Ryan Perry. You remember that tight end we had, all-state tight end, rock of our, up front and foundation of our program. I said it was gonna be a sad day when he graduates. It's gonna be a sad day when Wilson Landry Jr. graduates as well.
Baptiste is able to win the tip. Carencro gains possession, and Jones is going to take the ball down the court.
I tell you what, man, I got respect. I'm not necessarily a big Vegas gold guy, but I just love the simplicity, the old school feel of New Iberian uniforms.
Yeah, the trim looks nice. 2 sharp unis tonight. Right now, New Iberia is going to be content in the zone defense. They do flash a trap look when they get the ball out onto the corners. Now they're going to go back more to a man look, switching it up middle of the possession. Landry's going to let it fly from the outside, and Wilson Landry starts the scoring party tonight in the Bears' den. Golden Bears on top by 3.
To finish, you got to start, so I'm fine with that. But we did a good job starting last game, okay? We've got possession.
I love the fact that you can make a shot from outside. Most teams have been wanting to play Carencro in the zone defense as they haven't had a lot of success with shooting from the perimeter. Stolen. Jones the other way. He's going to go up with the shot off the back iron. No good. Rebounded by Baptiste. He can't find the basket. Iberia is able to come up with the loose basketball and gain possession. I think, though, that if Carencro is going to make noise in the district and furthermore into the playoffs, though, the outside shots are going to have to fall.
Oh, look, we're not the longest team in the world. We can't live in the paint. We got to live out there outside. What they say nowadays, I'm outside. But, look, we got to live outside, brother. I mean, that's where it's going to be. We got to be able to make shots from the free throw line on back to beyond the arc.
Turnover for the Yellow Jackets gives the Bears the basketball back. They're pretty aggressive.
And look, the reality situation is most of the broadcasts that I've been on here with you, Blaine, we see a lot of 2-3 zone in the half-court set, so – I mean, it's hard, especially when you don't have a lot of length to get down there. These guys are primarily playing, man-to-man and switching every screens and, in the half court. But most of what we're going to see, is going to be more of a 2-3, 1-2-2, 3-2, different versions of a half-court zone set.
Wilson Landry couldn't buy the bucket on the other end. Yellow Jackets are going to go the other way. Yellow Jackets very long, got a lot of length, a lot of 6'2", 6'3 guys, slashers. Anybody can score this on the floor.
Yes, when I read the scouting report when Coach Kovacs first sent it a couple of days ago, what stood out to me was their length, and I figured that they were going to be a team that's very athletic. I went to college with head basketball coach for New Iberia Yellow Jackets, Kobe Batiste, and also principal of New Iberia High School, Emmanuel Harden. Both of those guys are really good friends. Kobe and I used to be in the dorms at Legacy Park playing, video games and going at it, so I got a lot of respect for Kobe. Lives across the street in the same neighborhood as my mom. What a phenomenal man that he is, and he's doing a heck of a job with his basketball team.
Going to be an off-ball foul, give Carencro the basketball underneath their basket. Jones is going to take it out. He's going to find Landry.
I hear my boy Kobe get the refs a hard time, though, man. He going to have to – well, I hope he give him a hard time tonight. Hey, throw him out, ref. Throw him out.
Yeah, I heard he got a little action earlier in the season. Picked up a couple
techs. I used to bang him up on a video game, man. He used to have that same temper.
Basketball's going to be tied up between Wesley and Jones. They're going to call a jump ball and give the basketball back to the Yellow Jackets. Physical with the basketball are the Yellow Jackets. You gotta, they say teams take mold of their coach. You see a little firecracker in these Yellow Jackets from New Iberia.
Yes, absolutely, man. Kobe, man, you really enjoy the times. I'm sharing this with our players right now, that moments and memories, you can't redo those, right? You don't get those back, man, and I'm so appreciative of the moments and the memories that I had with Coach Kobe Batiste and the rest of our friends at the University of Louisiana. Raging Cajuns.
Send you to kind of stir them up, maybe get them fired up, as Johnson finishes in the paint, make it a 3-2 ball game with 4:10 left to play in the first. Now they're going to come out in a little three-quarter pressure against the Bears. They'll break it and get the basketball down the floor. It's going to be a foul.
I tell you what, we did a good job of getting the ball, past half court and getting it to the rack and drawing a foul, but you got a chance to see their length on that last defensive possession.
Close out really quick. KB from the outside. Kendrick Bernard makes the three-pointer. Make it a 6-2 ball game. With 3:59 left to play in the first quarter, and there's a question from the officials going over to the security, maybe moving some guys that might be placed in the wrong spot, or student section getting a little rowdy. They might be tossing a couple guys. If you're just joining us on the Carencro Bears Network, Carencro's in the lead right now, 6-2, with just shy of 4 minutes left to play in the first quarter. A lot of excitement during the game. Off camera right now, there's going to be a student being asked to leave. Never seen that before, Coach.
Yeah, that was quick too, man.
Stolen by Wilson Landry, going to go the other way, up and under. Couldn't buy the basket. Rebounded by the Yellow Jackets. Wilson Landry with those active hands in the passing lane, forcing that turnover. Off glass on the other side. Corsi's able to finish it and make it a 6-4 ball game.
I'll be honest with you, Blaine. This team is very impressive so far, man. They've got some athleticism. They've got some length, and they've got some athleticism. 1 through 5,
they're almost the same exact team, 1 through 5. And they play They play pretty active in the passing lanes. Get physical inside as they picked up another foul right there. Carencro getting the basketball in quickly over to KB. KB lets it fly from the outside. It's going to hit the back of the backboard and rebounded the other way. Going quickly. And that was one thing, though, that I was told that you got to kind of watch with the Yellow Jackets. Sometimes they can get a little frantic and a little out of control. That's another turnover for New Iberia, giving the basketball back to the Bears.
You know, one of the things that we've got to replace in our program on the football side of things is, you know, we lost a lot of skill players, lost a lot of receivers, and lost a lot of DBs. Well, hell, like this whole goddamn team can play a lot of receivers. Hey, Coach Pettis, it's like they got a whole bunch of receivers and DBs right here, brother.
Kendrick Bernard from the outside with the dagger. 9-4 Bears now with 2:45 left to play in the first. All 9 of Carencro points have come via the 3-ball, 2 for KB and 1 for Wilson Landry.
I say this every broadcast, man. The ball just looks good coming out of KB's hand, man. He's got a very, very nice jump shot, man. Very nice jump shot.
I said it in the pregame, Coach. You're going to need scoring from that young man. He must have heard me. 6 points already tonight, still in the first quarter. Trap in the corner for the Bears is going to be stolen by Bernard. Bernard's going to go to the rack on the other side. He'll lay it up and in. 11-4 now. KB's up to 8 points in the ball game.
Great finish right there by the senior.
He's a guy that you probably didn't realize he was going to need to be the primary scorer going into the year, but he's wearing that hat and doing a good job with it. Timeout for the Yellow Jackets after the Carencro basket, 11-4 Bears. 2:01 left to play in the first quarter. We're going to stick right here. You talked about starting fast. You talked about being able to finish against Barb on Friday night. They came out into the 8-point lead. Then they surrendered the lead, and it was 9-8 after the first quarter. So far tonight, they're able to kind of withstand the pressure of the Yellow Jackets, and they're able to turn over New Iberia. I think Carencro's done a good job rotating well on defense, keeping active in the passing lane, and by doing that, they're creating offensive chances for themselves on the other end, as you just saw KB finish up and under.
Absolutely, absolutely. What a great start for us, and we don't have a problem in the broadcast that I've been a part of. We don't have a problem starting. It's just all about finishing, brother. So but like I said, you gotta start something. You gotta start something to finish, man. So I'm proud of us, and look, we gotta just be where our feet are. Our feet are here tonight, and we got to come out here and we got to win this game.
Carencro Bears Network, guys. If y'all just joining us, it's a barn burner so far in the. Guys, if y'all just joining us, it's a barn burner so far in the Bears Den. 11-4. Carencro coming out hot to start this game on a rainy night in the Crow. New Iberia is going to play a little slower now. See if they can't force Carencro to come out and guard them a little higher. Just when you see that, you see him try to flash the high post. Strong drive underneath the basket is going to be tied up with Wilson Landry. They're going to call that a jump ball and give Carencro the basketball back. Again, just great defense leading to offensive possessions for the Bears.
Absolutely. High IQ there by the senior captain, Wilson Landry. We had KB coming on the baseline. New Iberia did a good job of jumping over, getting on top.
One thing New Iberia is going to do, Coach, is they're going to bump the cutters tonight. Great look as Jones finds Batiste underneath the basket, and he finishes.
What a great pass there by Joseph Jones.
B.J. Jones has been the good point guard for Carencro, kind of facilitating this offense over the last couple months. 3-ball from the outside for the Yellow Jackets. Rebounded by Bernard, gets it to Batiste, who flips it to Jones to start the offensive set.
One thing reading the scouting report, these guys are streaky shooters, so if they're going to shoot it from beyond the arc, I like our chances.
KB passes it to Landry. Landry lets it fly. Long rebound for the Yellow Jackets. I thought they might have called the foul as Hayden Monroe got tied up underneath the basket. Dentrell Marson making his way to the scores table to check in for the first time tonight. Baseline drive for the Yellow Jackets. They'll say he traveled. Give Carencro possession of the basketball back. Coming in for Carencro, Morrison's going to come in for Jones. Give Jones a breather.
One shot here, Blaine. One shot.
Yes, sir. Under 20 seconds to play in the quarter. They're going to play for a shot. Morrison gets it over to Landry. Landry's looking inside. He gets it to Baptiste. Baptiste back out to Morrison. He's over to Landry. It's going to be knocked out of KB's hands, but couldn't keep it in bounds. It'll be Carencro's ball right here on the near sideline. 4.9 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Over to Landry. Landry to Morrison. 1 second left. Off the hands of Landry in. I don't think he got off his hands in time. I think that's the right call. They said no shot. Basket won't count. 13-4 after the first quarter. We're going to step aside. When we come back, it'll be second quarter action right here on your home for all things Carencro, the Carencro Bears Network.
Are you ready to launch your future? Welcome to the Academy of Information Technology at Carencro High School, the premier magnet academy for cutting-edge education in computer science, information technology, and media arts. Dive into a world where your interests come alive. In AOIT, you'll explore technology like never before, mastering essential skills in HTML and Python while gaining hands-on experience in daily TV production and innovative media projects. Our partnership with LSU and affiliation with the National Academy Foundation means you'll receive top-tier computer science education. Imagine leaving the academy with industry-standard credentials from Microsoft, Adobe, and CompTIA, plus a stunning portfolio that showcases your skills. Don't just dream about the future, create it. Follow your passion in tech and join AOIT today. Apply now at LafayettChoice.com/apply. Your future starts here.
Welcome back to the Carencro Bears Network, live from the Bears Den. Carencro leads 13-4 after the first quarter of play. Wilson Landry banked one off the backboard for three as time expired. Just didn't get it off in time. They said shot no good. Iberia gets ball to start the second quarter. They go quickly to the rack, couldn't finish. Rebounded by Wilson Landry, and KB's going to go quickly the other way.
Once again, if these guys are shooting the ball from beyond the arc, I like our chances, brother. I like our chances.
They could get hot in a hurry, though, Coach. We saw the girls who won right before we came on air. I believe it was 30-28, the final. Iberia must have shot 33s in that game and only made one, hoping for repeat performance in the boys' game. Congrats to Coach Kayla Edwards and girls. Big win on senior night.
Huge win.
In district
Huge
play.
Win. Very proud of our girls in the way they competed.
They led by double digits. Turnover for Carencro, give the ball back to the Yellow Jackets. They led by double digits middle of the third quarter. It got kind of tense late in the ball game. But they played really well defensively, came up with a stop to seal the deal and come up with the big district win.
You also got to credit New Iberia for fighting back, right? Yeah. You know, look, I always say this, man. When you're dealing with 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old kids, you just never know what you're going to get, brother. You never know what you're going to get, right? I mean, hell, you watching the damn Lakers and the Knicks, you know, you don't know what you're going to get out of them either, you know. It's just the way the game goes sometimes, brother.
Battling underneath for the loose ball. They're going to say out of bounds. They say Monroe had his hand on the basketball with his foot out of bounds. They'll give basketball back to the Yellow Jackets underneath their own rack. I love to see that, though, huh? How about the big fella? Monroe getting on the floor, fighting for the loose ball. That's what we wanted to see from him. That's what we talked about.
What I want to see more out of Hayden, and I've had this conversation with him, is
there it is right there.
In traffic, in congestion, in tough situations, I want to see his shoulders go before his hands. Shoulders before hands. That's what I want to see.
Came up with the big block last possession. Carencro coming up empty, though, on the offensive side.
You know, a lot of times in congestions, he's got his hands extended, he's got his arms extended, but them shoulders back. You got them big, broad shoulders, brother.
Strong and close to your body.
You got them big, broad shoulders. Shoulders before hands.
Another jump ball as Morrison coughed it up, able to force the jump ball, though, not quitting on it.
Speaking of,
Carencro
where's my
basketball
basketball?
bag.
Where's my basketball? Hey, where's my basketball?
D. Lots checking in for the Bears. Coming off the floor is going to be Dentrell Morrison. Lots is the X factor for me on this team, Coach.
Yes. One of the things that I told Chance Babineau and his family as we attended the Warwick Dunn banquet this past Saturday, which was phenomenal, Blaine. I don't think you and I have talked about that yet. But one of the things we got on the topic of Carencro basketball, and I talked about how important Lots was going to be for us down the stretch. He has the ability to create his own shot. Let's go, Monroe.
Love the aggression by Hayden Monroe. Couldn't quite come up with the finish. Was a little strong. Ball going the other way. Another turnover. Oh, they're going to say it went off of Carencro. Still new Iberia ball. Carencro's done a great job forcing turnovers on the defensive end. Didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
there,
but as I was saying earlier, that Derek Lots is going to be very important. He has the ability to score. He has the ability to create his own shot, and we need him on the floor if we're going to go out there and compete for this district championship.
3 ball off the mark. I don't believe it touched anything. Air ball for the
I'm going to tell you
Jackets.
again, Blaine, if they shooting the ball from beyond the arc, I like our chances.
D. Lots, to me, is such an X factor. I coming into the season, I penciled him to be one of the guys. Hadn't quite lived up to that yet, but he has the ability.
Yes, sir.
Senior year, wanting to make a difference, still could have a big back half.
No doubt, absolutely. And on tomorrow night, he will be one of our representations from our football program at the Courtesy Value Buck and Johnny's Player of the Year banquet in Breaux Bridge, Louisiana.
Blocking foul on Wilson Landry, going to send the Yellow Jackets to the line for the first time tonight.
MISSIT, miss it.
Shout out to my guy, Benji Desatel, with the Carencro Broadcast Network. He's making things happen behind the scenes over here. Always appreciate Mr. Benji.
What you say, Benji?
First free throws up and in for the Yellow Jackets, makes it 13-5. He'll get the shooter's roll on the backside, make it 13-6. Carencro wants to play with some pace, but boy.
Man, these guys will jump a passing lane.
Wesley
I'm telling you, brother.
So quick. And look how long he is, Coach.
They've got a bunch of receivers and DBs on that roster, man.
There's some athletes at that school. 3 ball from the outside for Lots off the back iron. No
great
good.
Shot, Lots. Great shot, man.
I'll take that
great
shot within flow of the
great
offense.
Shot.
Carencro's in a bit of a scoring lull right now, trying to find baskets.
I hear Coach Baptiste over here saying motion, man. I got a little bit of nostalgia, man. A little bit of nostalgia. Rest in peace, Ted McKee, longtime basketball coach for the Gina Giants. When I was 8, 9 years old, we moved to Gina, Louisiana, and my stepdad, Ronald Davis, started working for Coach McKee. Coach McKee was a hell of a man. Unfortunately, just passed away within the last couple of months. Rest in peace, Coach McKee. That motion offense is still alive, Coach, still alive.
KB with another steal on the defensive side of the floor. Got it over to D. Lots, who couldn't quite finish. Back the other way. Missed 3 ball by the Yellow Jackets. Rebounded by Batiste over to KB. Set up the offense.
If these guys are shooting jump shots, Blaine, what I've been saying?
Oh, we'll live with that, Coach. Like our chances.
I like our chances.
KB takes it to the rack. Finishes with the right hand. Carencro's back on the board, 15-6. KB up to 10 points in the ball game.
Great finish there by number 13.
Kendrick Bernard, of course, 3rd all-time in Carencro football history in receptions. He's also the owner of the longest reception ever in Carencro history, 93-yard touchdown against Lafayette High this past season. And he's also going to shoot this 3 ball that, oh boy, it looked good off his hands. Goes off the back iron, rebounded by the Yellow Jackets. That one I thought for sure was it. I thought he had another one. He's a guy who could be a streaky shooter too. When he gets on fire, he could put up points in bunches. They're trying to force Carencro to play further out. Great hands. Monroe knocking the ball loose. They're going to say it went off of him. Remain possession far in Iberia, who'll take it out right in front of Carencro's bench.
Who is the best shooter in the history of the National Basketball Association, Blaine? Who you got?
Ooh.
Who's the best shooter in the history?
I mean, I might have to go with Steph, man.
Yeah.
I think I'd have to go with Steph. Just pure shooter, you know. I mean, other guys were good. You know, Kobe was a volume shooter kind of guy. You know, Michael was a prolific scorer, but I wouldn't say he was a, you know, this.
He developed a mid-range game as he got earlier, which was more of a skill thing, right?
But pure shooter, man, Steph is probably Steph.
Name some of the greatest.
Ray Allen. Like Ray Allen was going to be the next name.
Stojakovic.
You know, I think, man, Ray Allen was clutch, huh?
Ray Allen was clutch, brother.
Man, that guy would.
Ray Allen was clutch, man.
Couldn't leave that
That's
guy.
when ball
and
was
he had
ball,
quick
baby.
release too, Coach. You
ball,
didn't need a lot of
ball was ball, man.
Didn't need a lot of space to get that three
Ray
off,
Allen
man.
hit that.
Little UConn special, man. Well, UConn had it going back then.
Yeah, UConn had it going, no doubt, with Coach Jim Calhoun. And I was a UConn fan growing up, man. Big time UConn fan growing up.
Yellow Jackets get the basketball in. 2:35 left to play in the half. Carencro leads by 9.
I think you and I talked about this recently, man. The one and done just killed college basketball for me. It killed my interest in college basketball, man. I can't keep up. And I'm going to tell you right now,
I mean,
it's getting like that in football, too. You know, it's getting like that in football. I don't know who's on the roster, you know.
It's one-year deals, man.
The only reason I have a little bit of interest right now in football is because of the great hire that we've made in the state of Louisiana with LSU and Lane Kiffin.
Yeah, Lane Kiffin's going to rejuvenate a lot of interest in this area.
What a phenomenal job he's done during his time.
Nice
so far.
look. Landry gets it to Bernard. Bernard couldn't finish. Rebounded by Landry. I mean, look, now even in basketball, I don't know if you've seen this, but Alabama has a guy who played in the G League.
Man, I heard that, man.
Coming back to play.
Yeah. How does he get enrolled in school?
I don't understand it one bit.
How does he get enrolled in school? I was listening to that on the radio last weekend. How does he get enrolled in school?
Jump ball on the loose ball gives the basketball back to the Yellow Jackets. Carencro had a great look on that last possession from that corner three. Just couldn't get it to fall. Wilson, Landry, just so vocal on the floor, getting guys lined up in the right spot, making sure people are rotating over. 3-ball open for the Yellow Jackets. Off the front iron, no good. Rebounded by New Iberia, fights back on the glass. He's able to finish.
Coach, I like our chances with those guys beyond the arc. I don't want them getting no type of baskets around the basket, okay? I don't want these guys running the floor. I don't want these guys having shots right underneath the basket, okay? We can't let them do that. We can let them shoot from beyond the arc all night long. Keep them out of the paint and keep them from running the floor.
My guy Blake Roger texted in a submission for best pure shooter of all time. Larry freaking Bird, he said. Blake, I like it. Larry back in the day, Larry was a mean son of a gun, too.
Yeah. Hey, that's a bad white boy. Hey, Larry Bird was a bad boy.
So unassuming, too, man. He just come in there, foul the Yellow Jackets, gives Carencro basketball.
I think my
41 seconds left to play in the half.
One of my most favorite productions out there, I think, is the Dream Team. 30 for 30, and they talked about how they played the competitive game, and Larry Bird and Magic and all those guys were going at it, and then all of a sudden Michael just took off, and they say Michael walked in the locker room and said, "There's a new sheriff in town, baby. There's a new sheriff in town." Larry's over there with his ice bags on his knees and wrapped around his bag, and that's when MJ took over and said, "There's a new sheriff in town." What a great production that was.
Carencro playing for the last shot now with under 15 seconds left to play in the first half. Leading 15-10. They've been kind of cold over the last half of a quarter. They're sending pressure. KB's going to get an open look at it. He lets it fly. He hits it.
That was huge.
18-10. KB's up to 15 points in the ball game as Carencro leads 18-10 at the half. We're going to step aside when we come back. We'll talk about the first half and what Carencro needs to do in the second half right here on your home for Carencro High basketball, Carencro Bears Network.
Let's get it over, right?
Hey guys, head Carencro High basketball coach Christopher Kovac here. Just wanted to let you guys know about the amazing opportunities that we have available for you to advertise your business and team up with us at Carencro High and Carencro Basketball, along with the CBN powered by the students of the Academy of Information Technology here at Carencro High.
Get your business in front of Bears fans around the country with our live broadcasts of Carencro Basketball. Our live streams garner thousands of views, and your ads will live on forever on our YouTube channel. We run graphic ads on screen and commercials, and our commentators can announce your business name throughout the entirety of the game.
Advertising is as easy as 1, 2, 3, and that's just how many tiers that we have that you can get involved with. 3 different tiers starting at $300, all coming with different levels of advertisement here in the Carencro gym, along the wall, on our 24-foot LED scorers table, and with every home game live stream powered by the AOIT and the Carencro Bears Network. There's a package waiting for you to get this year.
That's ads in person and online, all for one price.
Put eyes on your business and help support Carencro Basketball and the AOIT here at Carencro High today. At Carencro Automotive Center, trust drives our commitment to transparency and top-tier service. Using advanced tools and innovative technology, we provide a complimentary digital vehicle inspection featuring a detailed 70-point assessment with high-resolution visuals. Whether it's an oil change, brake service, engine diagnostics, transmission care, or helping you find the perfect vehicle to add to your family, we've got you covered. Our friendly service advisors connect with customers and work closely with skilled technicians, ensuring clear communication. The DVI helps you understand your vehicle's health, empowering you with the knowledge and confidence that your vehicle is in expert hands. Trust is our foundation, and we earn it with every turn of the wrench.
Do you have an injury or pain? Finding it hard to function at your peak performance? Let Dr. Quentin Briscoe and his staff help. Specializing in decreasing bodily injury, pain, maintaining your function, increasing your sports performance, and improving your nutrition and wellness, plus motor vehicle accidents. Dr. Briscoe has been serving the community for over 15 years. We invite you to come and experience a pain-free and healthy lifestyle. Call or visit our website to set up a free consultation today.
Buffalo Wild Wings Pick 6 for $19.99 is the perfect meal for two.
For 2 humans, not whatever you are.
I am a burger-loving buffalo with wings.
I've never seen a make and model like you in my entire life.
Oh, I get that a lot. You should see my mom. Pick 6 meal for two for $19.99.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
At Raising Cane's, we're hyper-focused on being the best at what we do and getting it right every time. Cook-to-order chicken fingers, cane sauce, crinkle-cut fries, coleslaw, Texas toast, iced tea, and lemonade. It's our one love. But is the hype real? Yeah, it's real good. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Are you ready to launch your future? Welcome to the Academy of Information Technology at Carencro High School, the premier magnet academy for cutting-edge education in computer science, information technology, and media arts. Dive into a world where your interests come alive. In AOIT, you'll explore technology like never before, mastering essential skills in HTML and Python while gaining hands-on experience in daily TV production and innovative media projects. Our partnership with LSU in affiliation with the National Academy Foundation means you'll receive top-tier computer science education. Imagine leaving the academy with industry-standard credentials from Microsoft, Adobe, and CompTIA, plus a stunning portfolio that showcases your skills. Don't just dream about the future, create it. Follow your passion in tech and join AOIT today. Apply now at LafayettChoice.com/apply. Your future starts here.
Your home isn't just a place. It's your foundation, your future, and your dream. At Edge Mortgage, we don't just process loans, we unlock possibilities. Local experts, personal service, faster closings, because your dreams deserve nothing less. Call us today to get your dream of home ownership started. Edge Mortgage, the key to your home.
Buffalo Wild Wings Pick 6 is the perfect meal for two, and it's only $19.99.
Shut up, for real?
Wait, why?
Shut up.
About what?
$19.99.
You picked 6.
6?
Yeah.
Shut up.
I don't understand what's going on.
Shut up.
Why are we yelling? Pick 6 meal for two for $19.99.
Welcome into the Bears Den live on the Carencro Bears Network. I'm Blaine Viator, joined alongside Coach Gavin Peters. Carencro leads 18-10 at the break, and it's a game where they started out pretty hot. 9 points, all from three-land early in the first quarter, gave them that 9-2 advantage. Since then, they've scoring kind of slowed down a little bit. Then KB was able to hit a dagger at the horn right there to get him to 18. He's up to 13 points in the ball game, and really almost leading. He's leading the scorer, but he only has 3 points from Wilson and then 2 points from Baptiste. So it's been a game that we said we'd need him to score a lot. He's done it efficiently, and the thing that they've done really, really well tonight is create offensive opportunities on defense, but not only that, they've taken advantage of them.
Yes, and I think on Friday I said that for us to have a chance to compete for this district championship and bring it back to Carencro High School, Kendrick Bernard has got to be north of 15 points per game. He's got to be north of 15 points per game in order for us to even have a chance. But, let's not talk about us offensively tonight. Defensively, we've been pretty darn good. Okay, defensively,
across the board,
darn good. Okay, we've been sitting in a 2-3 zone. Okay, we're forcing them to shoot the ball from beyond the arc. They're not shooting the ball very good from beyond the arc. They don't seem very comfortable shooting the ball from beyond the arc. So you know what I want to do? I want them to keep shooting the ball from around the arc.
If you're going to do that,
I do not want these guys to start running the floor, okay, in transition, okay, creating fast break opportunities, and I do not want these guys living in the paint.
If you're going to allow them to shoot it from the outside, though, you got to put a body on somebody and make sure you stay active on those boards.
Yes, sir.
We're going to step aside, pay for a little groceries. When we come back, it'll be time for second half action right here on the Carencro Bears Network.
Let's get it over, right?
Hey guys, head Carencro High basketball coach Christopher Kovac here. Just wanted to let you guys know about the amazing opportunities that we have available for you to advertise your business and team up with us at Carencro High and Carencro Basketball, along with the CBN powered by the students of the Academy of Information Technology here at Carencro High.
Get your business in front of Bears fans around the country with our live broadcasts of Carencro Basketball. Our live streams garner thousands of views, and your ads will live on forever on our YouTube channel. We run graphic ads on screen and commercials, and our commentators can announce your business name throughout the entirety of the game.
Advertising is as easy as 1, 2, 3, and that's just how many tiers that we have that you can get involved with. 3 different tiers starting at $300, all coming with different levels of advertisement here in the Carencro gym, along the wall, on our 24-foot LED scorers table, and with every home game live stream powered by the AOIT and the Carencro Bears Network. There's a package waiting for you to get this year.
That's ads in person and online, all for one price.
Put eyes on your business and help support Carencro Basketball and the AOIT here at Carencro High today.
Buffalo Wild Wings Pick 6 is the perfect meal for two, and it's only $19.99.
Shut up. For real?
Wait, why?
Shut up.
About what?
$19.99.
You picked 6.
6?
Yeah.
Shut up.
I don't understand what's going on.
Shut up.
Why are we yelling? Pick 6 meal for two for $19.99.
It's time for second half action live from the Bears Den. Your Carencro Bears lead the Iberia Yellow Jackets 18-10 at the break. Carencro looking to get off the mat after having a rough few weeks, Coach. They could taste it, but they were in this position a few nights ago against Barb here with a big lead at the half, and they just squandered any chance they had in the second half. They're going to need a much better effort tonight to put away a really, really athletic New Iberia team.
It's going to be a different story tonight, though, Blaine. We're going to finish this one, brother.
I love it. I love the positivity.
You know, I felt really good about the way we played last Friday, okay? And look, make no mistake about it, because of just the way the last 2 weeks have gone for us, right? 2.5 weeks. This was a must-win game regardless. Okay, this was a must-win game regardless. But definitely the way the game, kind of closed out for us on Friday. We came into the night with a must-win game, and I think we are off to a great start, and we're going to go out here and finish it this second half.
Timeout for Carencro as they got trapped in the corner there. Coach K deciding to take a timeout. I think, the thing about finishing is something that Coach really harped on after the game. Where did we go wrong? Harped on after the game. Where did we go wrong? What did we do? We had great opportunities to score, just couldn't find the basket in the second half. And he was talking about ways to get the guys just more confident, way to get the guys to want to shoot the basketball. Said he was going to have a light practice on Friday with an upbeat, fun tempo. Seems so far that's worked out for the Golden Bears.
Hey, man, you remember Darius Miles for the Los Angeles Clippers?
Played with the Cavs, too. Yeah,
my boy Monroe with the headband and the cornrows, man. He's got a little Darius Miles feel to him, man. He's got a little Darius Miles feel to him.
Turnover for Carencro gives the basketball.
I'm old school, Blaine. I got an old soul, Blaine. I'm old school, brother. I'm old school.
Darius Miles, man, that was a journeyman.
Absolutely,
in the
absolutely.
NBA. He played for quite a few teams.
I mean, that's back when I went to sleep. Sports Center was on. I woke up. Sports Center was on. Sports Center was on all day long. Wasn't no such thing as podcast and all these different things that we do now. Man, it was Sports Center, brother.
Fighting for the rebound. Center. Landry going the other way. And they don't Sports Center's not the same anymore, Coach.
Well, nothing's the same no more.
Nice pass underneath as Jones finds Monroe, who finishes at the rack. Turnover for the Yellow Jackets as they fumbled the ball trying to take it out of bounds. It'll give Carencro a free possession with the ball underneath the basket. Monroe gets it, gives it right back to Bernard. Bernard thinks about it, spins off of the defender. Trying to find the shooter in the outside corner, turns it over underneath the basket. I used to love Sports Center, man, the personalities they've had. Have you had a chance to watch the Stuart Scott documentary on the 30 for 30?
When did that come out, Blaine?
Man, a month or so ago.
No, I need to watch it, man.
You got to watch it, man.
I didn't know we had a Stuart Scott.
Man, it's called
that's
Booyah.
My guy, man.
Man, hey, look. It's it's nostalgia in a bottle. You're gonna get some feels real quick. Nice pass, Batiste underneath the basket. They'll foul him. He'll go to the line for two.
I don't have many Instagram posts. Okay, I believe I may have 25, 30 posts. One of my posts is the day that Stuart Scott passed away. Man, it had that type of impact on me. I felt like a part of me exited this planet the day that Stuart Scott unfortunately transitioned.
Batiste makes the first end of the free throws. I'm Coach. It's an emotional show. Makes the second end. You may want to have a box of tissues close by. It's a tearjerker. I kid you not. Amazing story. Just the infectious personality he had, and how far ahead he was of his time.
Yes.
As well,
yes.
And being comfortable in his own skin, creating opportunities too for other men and women of color in the sports broadcasting realm. He's a treat. Jones gets it over to Landry in the corner. Landry lets it fly. It's going to go off the front iron. Rebounded for the Yellow Jackets. Great defensive hands. KB bats it away straight back to the Yellow Jackets. They'll try to get inside. I like that, though. I'll take the foul with the body underneath, but you ain't letting them get the three-point play. Good job by Batiste on top.
You know, that's when everything was so authentic, man.
Yeah,
everything was so genuine.
Well, you didn't have to worry about saying the wrong thing.
And
you could have a little. Nowadays, everybody's a little uptight. Careful, you don't want to get banned or canceled.
You know what's changed so much now too? Just the news, man.
Man.
Hey, look, Blaine, I'm getting a little bit older now, brother. Hey, man, my wife kind of gets on me a little bit because I look at my watch and it's like 9:58, 9:59.
Oh, yeah,
and I'm like my grandma. I'm like, hey, man, turn on the news. Turn on the news. My grandmother, Mama Ora, okay? If she get home at 2 o'clock, she watching the news at 2 o'clock, 2:30, 3 o'clock, 3:30, 4 o'clock, 4:30. She calling her sister. She calling her friend. They going to talk about the news. They done watched every news segment throughout the whole entire day, baby. I'm getting that way, man. I'm getting that way. The late night, 10 o'clock, I even turned it on the other morning. I said, oh, no, this is getting too much.
You got to know what's going on, man.
I don't know if I want to know what's going on nowadays, man.
Now, look, speaking of getting old and the news, the weather. I know.
I'm terrible at it, bro. I need to get better.
I know
need
the weather,
to get better at it.
Got to know what's going on.
But, we had the cold weather the last 2 weekends, right? I was at home. I said, man, put on my boy Rob Perillo, man. Let's see what my boy Rob Perillo got to say about this.
Grown man rebound by Monroe, gets it over to Jones. We're going the other way.
No disrespect to any other weather people out there, but I'm a Rob Perillo guy, bro.
I'm riding with Rob.
I don't want to hear I don't hear about nothing from nobody else but Rob Perillo.
Wilson Landry, though, how about that hustle play to keep it alive? Give Carencro an opportunity.
Speaking of news, you know who else I like, man? And I didn't realize she wasn't with KATC no more. I think now she's with Fox 15. Is it Marcel?
Man, I can't. I know who you're talking about.
Her craft. That's a Euro, baby.
How about Batiste not quitting on it, fighting for that ball, putting it in and getting the basket. Carencro's leads up to 13. 4.5 minutes left to play in the third.
I watch these new news reporters, man, and they got AirPods in their ear and they got their phones in their hands. And I'm just like, what is this? What is this? She's still old school, brother. She's still old school, man. So I got a lot of respect for her, and I'm thankful that she's still on the air. She's just changed, networks and changed airways. And
free agent, man. They might got a better NIL deal.
She definitely got a better NIL deal, dog. She definitely got a better NIL deal. Speaking of NIL deals, man, we need to talk to Todd O, bro.
Where's Todd O?
I hope he listens to this broadcast. We need a little bit of NIL ourselves, man.
Todd O should be getting after us, man. Off the front iron, no good. Rebounded by Monroe, gets it over to Bernard. Bernard finds Landry. Landry underneath the basket. He finishes in traffic. Carencro's leads up to 15, 26-11. Big Super Bowl on Sunday. Carencro football still has pool spots available. You can reach out to myself, Coach Peters. We'll point you in the right direction. Get you a square in on the action and support Carencro football at the same time.
Coach Joey Dwyer as well. Coach Wayne Bernard. Those guys have been very instrumental in us putting this together. I believe we have 13 or 14 spots remaining.
Bernard gets the ball knocked away, stays with it, gets it over to Jones. Jones with the Euro step, gets it over to Monroe and finishes at the glass. 28-11, the lead's up to 17. My boy Blake Roger's Johnny on the spot tonight. Marcel Fontenot,
baby. Marcel Fontenot. She is a legend.
Might have to get him as, he's on the payroll now, Blake. Turnover for Kendrick. Bernard does a good job not allowing the basket at the rack. Going to the line for 2 for the Yellow Jackets.
You know something else? I had an argument with in my house the other night.
What's that, man?
My daughter, she's got a 4.0, right? She's smart. I give her that. I'm very proud of that. Don't try to tell me Pluto ain't a planet. When you was growing up, Blaine.
Pluto used to be a planet.
Was Pluto a planet when you were in school?
Yeah.
Okay, what about when your daddy was in school?
Oh, yeah.
What about when your daddy was in school? So some guru out there done decided all of a sudden now
not a planet
that Pluto ain't a planet? Yeah. I asked her, I said, is the object that we call Pluto forever, is it still out there
What is that considered like a rock?
They call it a dwarf planet now, which all dwarf means is little. Pluto has always been little. Like, Pluto has always been little. Why do we have to change so much now, Blaine? Everybody's got to have their own, you know what I'm saying, their own spin on things. Huh? Like, why we got to change, man? What's wrong with what
Bring
we've
Pluto
always
back,
done?
man. Give Pluto the
Pluto's
respect.
a planet, bro. Hey, bro, I'm standing on that hill. Pluto is a planet. I started calling everybody. Hey, man, was Pluto a planet when you was in school? Oh, yeah.
Kendrick Bernard fights to keep it alive, gets it over to Baptiste, couldn't finish. Monroe with the rebound. His shot goes off the back iron. Finally corralled by the Yellow Jackets to go the opposite way.
Hey, man, I meant to ask you this on the last broadcast, bro. Man, you Kevin Gates, man. What's up with these two phones, bro?
I wish I didn't have to have two phones, man. Look, hey, the medical field, they said we had to have a HIPAA-compliant phone and a regular phone. It's a pain in my behind is what it is. Got to get calls on both, check my calendar on both.
Man, Kevin Gates, man, you got two phones, man. I mean, I got a couple different jobs, man. I still got one phone, man. I still got the phone with the button on it, man. And you run around here with two phones, man. Kevin Gates, the white Kevin Gates. That's what I'm calling you on the air from now on. I'm here with the white Kevin Gates, man. Blaine got two phones, baby, two phones.
We're going to be seeing satellites here soon. Kendrick Bernard gets fouled. He'll go to the line for two. 28-13, Bears lead by 15 with 1:38 left to play in the third quarter.
MAKEIT, make it.
KB's first free throw goes in. He's up to 14 points on the night. GP said it earlier. He needed 15 from KB. If he's able to make this free throw, he'll live in that land. He does. Get the shooter's touch. KB up to 15 points. Carencro up to 30 points. Leads back up to 17. As the defense has been so good tonight, forcing bad shots, and they've rebounded fairly well as well, Coach.
Yes, absolutely. You know, we've played, you know, in my opinion now, we're going on 7 quarters of really good basketball. You know, we're going on 7 quarters of really good basketball. I'm going to stand on that. I don't think we played bad basketball on Friday in the second half. I just think the ball just didn't go through the nets, okay? We're playing 7 good quarters of basketball, you know, counting what we've did on Friday in our last contest.
A game like this, too, could get the confidence really going in the right direction.
Oh, we're going to need it.
For the backstretch of this district.
Because one of the legends in this district is right here behind us getting his scout on. My frat brother from Theta Nu Chapter, Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Cliff Brown.
They're going to call that on the floor. Blocking foul. Tristan Valier in the game. It'll be New Iberia's basketball underneath the basket. Look, this is a New Iberia team that beat Acadiana just a few nights ago. Acadiana team that a lot of people think contend for the district championship. Another rebound for Kendrick Bernard. He gets it over to Baptiste. Baptiste attacking. He'll go with the floater. It looked like he finished. They're going to call it a charge as he went up with the left hand and made the shot. They'll say no shot, though. Give the ball to the Yellow Jackets. 30-13, Carencro continues to lead. I think, too, they need to the big guys down low. And when I talk about Monroe and Baptiste, you needed those guys to be more physical. You needed them to play bigger. You got that 2 nights in a row, too.
Yes.
That's just as important
you know,
as the scoring.
No, Jaden had a really, really, really good night on Friday. We thought Monroe improved, okay? We think both of these guys have been in a solid element tonight for us for sure.
And I like the effort from Monroe. Something he's really struggled with is maybe when things aren't going his way to shut down a little bit. Not seeing that tonight. He played through some adversity, playing much, much physical.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Carencro really just playing tremendous defense, closing out. Ball's tipped away by Landry over to Lotz. Lotz gets it to Marson. Marson in traffic. He's going to finish at the rim. 32-13 Bears.
I like that shoulder, Blaine.
19.
I like that shoulder, Blaine.
Created the separation, Coach, leaning into the body. They'll get him on a foul on the other end, but how about that? You're talking about a guy, Dentrell Morrison, weighs all of $155, leaning into him with the shoulder to create his own spacing.
Yes,
put
sir.
up the shot. Oh, Blake Rozier just texted the picture. You got the headset on, Coach. Look, he's ready. He's ready to go. Put him in, Coach. Put him in. Always good to catch up with Blake, the entire Rozier family. Those guys, Carencro, through and through.
What a great family. What a great family, and what a blessing to Carencro High School they are.
His son, Mason, working really hard this offseason.
Yes. We're trying to get him to the 800-pound club at least, hopefully the 900-pound club. Was in a 700-pound club this past season for us, and
still got that baby fat to him. You know,
very excited about
he's gonna get
the
bigger
work
and
that
stronger.
he's putting in. I thought he had a really good offseason last offseason as well.
Morrison shot at the buzzer, just rolls out. We're going to step aside. When we come back, it's going to be fourth quarter action. Carencro leading 32-15. You can only hear it one place, Carencro Bears Network.
Let's get it over, right?
Hey guys, head Carencro High basketball coach Christopher Kovac here. Just wanted to let you guys know about the amazing opportunities that we have available for you to advertise your business and team up with us at Carencro High and Carencro Basketball, along with the CBN powered by the students of the Academy of Information Technology here at Carencro High.
Get your business in front of Bears fans around the country with our live broadcast of Carencro Basketball. Our live streams garner thousands of views, and your ads will live on forever on our YouTube channel. We run graphic ads on screen and commercials, and our commentators can announce your business name throughout the entirety of the game.
Advertising is as easy as 1, 2, 3, and that's just how many tiers that we have that you can get involved with. 3 different tiers starting at $300, all coming with different levels of advertisement here in the Carencro gym.
Welcome back to the Bears Den. Carencro leads 32-15 after 3 quarters of play. We talked about the effort they needed, must-win ball game. GP guaranteed it, and they're on the cusp of coming through with a huge win tonight in the Bears Den to get back to scratch in district play. D. Lots running the point to open the fourth frame.
How my boy Rasheed Wallace say, I guarantee you we will win game. I think that was game 6. That was game 6, the very first time that he said it. Was that with, what team was that?
That was
with the Pistons?
Was it with the Pistons?
Was that with the Pistons?
Man, that was a scrappy team.
Was that the Pistons Lakers? No, the Pistons Lakers was a sweep.
Yeah, Pistons Lakers sweep.
Pistons Lakers was a
Everybody
sweep.
thought it'd be sweep the other way, too. Hey, Chauncey Billups, Tayshaun Prince. That Pistons team was bad dudes, man.
Billups.
Bad dudes.
Ben Wallace.
Oh,
we had Ben Wallace running fast breaks. Ben Wallace was a headband man.
Oh, yeah, he was. Oh. Dropped it off to Monroe. Monroe couldn't finish. Looked like it was rebound momentarily by Wilson Landry. He stepped out of bounds, give the basketball back to the Yellow Jackets.
Oh.
Yeah, the beautiful thing about that team is how well they played defense and did all the little things and played as a unit.
Yes, that was a classical basketball team for sure.
You know that.
The Lakers were going for, 4 in a row?
Yeah.
I think the Lakers was going for 4 in a row. Yes, sir. It's amazing, man. You know, it's a shame, but I really, really, really dislike Kobe Bryant when he played the game of basketball. Fortunately, I started admiring him after he retired from the game of basketball, and the Mamba mentality started becoming a brand, and he became more of a motivational, inspirational speaker. And I'll never forget when he spoke to the team at the University of Alabama, because I'm a Nick Saban guy, right? And I really, really enjoyed it. And unfortunately, man, him and his daughter lost their life. But what a great career Kobe Bryant had, and we're thankful for the time that he had here on this earth to give us what he gave us.
Good job by Morrison, though, to force the bad shot. Rebounded by Monroe. Turnover again, going the opposite way. This time he's going to elect to go off the glass and finish. 32-17 now. Coach Kovac is going to get a timeout. You know what's crazy, man? It was just, I think, last weekend, the 6-year anniversary of the helicopter crash that claimed the life of Kobe Bryant and his daughter. Yeah. And it feels like that was just
every time I see Kobe speak, I'm like, wow, man, we'll never hear this guy speak again. Like, we really will never, ever hear this guy speak again. And once again, it's unfortunate for me because I didn't appreciate him for 97% of his time here on this earth.
I was like you, man. I was not a Kobe guy when he played. I
know,
thought he was a volume shooter who just threw up a bunch of shots, scored a lot of points. But, boy, when the game was on the line, there was not a competitor.
I was an Allen Iverson fan, back in the early 2000s.
I had a pair of those first answers.
And then, I became a LeBron James fan. And, you were either on one side of the street, brother. It ain't all this stuff now, you know what I'm saying, where you like everybody. You was on one side of the street. And I was on Team LeBron, man. And
I graduated high school the same year as LeBron, so I was kind of gravitated towards him. Because speaking of Sports Center, they had Vincent St. Mary highlights every morning, waking up, eating breakfast while I was in high school. So I grew up, just thinking the world of him. Now he's my age, still in the NBA, and I struggle to get out of bed. Monroe too strong underneath the basket, going to go the other way. I slept funny a couple nights ago, Coach, and my shoulder's been giving me all kind of hell.
Oh, man.
I said, man, maybe I started looking online, and they make you think the worst. Man, I wonder if it's a separated shoulder, this or that. Man, you get old, man. You just slept a little funny. You slept a little off.
I got to admit, man, I've got a good little routine that I'm doing right now, getting up early in the mornings and getting a good little bit of exercise and, quiet time and, devotional time in the morning. So, I got to stay out the pantry, Blaine. Like, Blaine,
Gabby's still coming with the Oreos, man.
Oh, it's the youngest one with the Oreos, bro. And guess what, man? She had some mini Oreos the other morning,
yeah.
and man, I done got into cooking them breakfast, bro. One of my most favorite parts of the day. I'm the best pancake maker in the house, brother. And look, it's frozen pancakes now, but I got my own touch to it, And I said, hey, baby, you want some of the Oreos on your pancakes? Oh yeah, daddy. So I done sprinkled the Oreos. The problem is, but once you say the word Oreo, it's over. I asked her this morning if she wanted some Oreos. She didn't even want her pancakes no more. All she wanted was Oreos, man. All she wanted was Oreos.
Second free throw by Monroe's up and in. Carencro extends the lead 33-17. Wilson Landry with the steal. He tries to flip it over underneath. Really credit, though, Monroe sticking with it, being physical with the basketball. He's going to draw the foul. Basketball foul was on the floor. It's going to be Carencro's ball. In the bonus, I'm sorry. New Iberia is now in the bonus. Give Carencro 2 shots.
M-A-K-E-I-T. Make it.
This is Monroe's best game in a month, Coach. First free throws up and in. 17-34 as the Bears are now doubling up the Yellow Jackets. 6 points on the night for Monroe. He missed this one off the front iron. Rebound by Morrison. Morrison fights off the traffic.
That boy did trail.
He's going to finish to extend the Bears' lead. Carencro by 19. And look, Monroe doesn't have to score to be more effective. And he's only at 6 points tonight, but just more physical, more confident. Long rebound by Jones down the other way. Back over to Morrison. Morrison's going to fight through traffic. Batted away, gets the basketball back to the Yellow Jackets.
My boy, Coach Joey, don't understand how we don't get a call right there. And, I'm not a type of guy that attacks the guys wearing the stripes, but I believe that was a foul too, Coach Joe.
Yeah, I think it could have went either way. I think the stripes have been pretty good tonight, pretty balanced.
Hey,
both
look,
ways.
any crew that's going to let the kids play, I'm all for that. I don't want a whole bunch of whistles.
But Nard's three was no good. Rebounded by Monroe, couldn't find it. The little fella. Morrison comes up with the board, and now he's going to go to the line for 2.
We, one of my most favorite things to do in the offseason is when we have competition days, we'll play Bear basketball, okay? And it's basketball with no rules. The only rule is get the ball in the hoop. Get the ball in the hoop, put the ball on the floor. No travel, no out of bounds, no fouls, okay? If a guy goes up in the air, we can't undercut him. Okay? And we want to dribble with the basketball. We want to attempt to dribble with the basketball. But Bear basketball, oh, man, it get down in here, brother.
Hey, it gets physical
down in here.
Well, that's a man's game, Coach. You probably find out real quick who's your guys who like contact and who doesn't. They play through the contact there.
I remember a couple years ago, man, we had guys running all over. We had to put up barricades.
Benji comes up with the basketball on this side of the table. Bernard stuck at 15.
The man,
Coach
the myth,
Cliff.
the legend, Coach Cliff is exiting the building, baby. I guess he say, I done seen enough.
I saw all I needed to see. I'll see y'all Friday night. Lafayette High School off of Congress Street.
What a beautiful school they have built over there.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Golly, I truly enjoyed the atmosphere and the view, which I believe is one of the most iconic views now in the state of Louisiana with their new football stadium and their new turf with the new school right behind it. It's almost like we're playing NCAA Road to Glory, brother.
How about the eyes right there? Bernard finds Jones, who finds a slashing Wilson Landry, who's able to finish 39-17 Bears. I love the weight room addition too, Coach, up above. That's some college level type stuff there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And Coach
you bring kids on a recruiting visit, man. You get them up in the weight room, look over the field, get their commitment.
Coach Cliff also told me that there's a couple of other classrooms that they kind of get in and sit in and watch the game. So that's pretty cool there, man. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Shout out to Coach Cliff, man. Like I said, my frat brother, Theta Nu Fall 87, a new beginning. That was the name of his line name, brother. His line composite, a new beginning. Okay.
Yellow Jacket hurt right now on the court. I don't have a number. He seems to be in pain as the entire coaching staff and trainer, Miss Trinity Harris, going over to check on him. What was your name, Coach?
Well, so my line composite, the name of our line, okay, was Emergency 1-911. My line name was Automatic, okay? I was a Deuce Club. I was the second guy in height on the line, and my nickname was Automatic because while we were going through the process online, every bit of information, I was automatic. Okay, any task, I was automatic, okay? I was one of the most trusted guys in the fraternity, one of the most trusted guys on my line, and that's why I got that name, Automatic.
And also, you got another frat brother here, right, on the coaching staff with you, Coach Pettis?
Yes, sir.
Was he in the same fraternity as well?
Yes, sir. Same fraternity. I believe Coach Pettis may be spring 22, maybe. Spring
I feel old
20,
now, Coach. 22.
21, spring 21. Yeah, I think he might be spring 21.
He's still a baby, still wet behind the ears. Coach Kobe Pettis, Carencro's defensive coordinator. He's in the house tonight.
Yes, sir. He's in the
Always
house
nice to
tonight,
see
man.
Coach Pettis.
In the house tonight. Getting his run on, man. He's been running about 2 miles a day, bruh. Been running about 2 miles a day, you know.
Rebounded by Jones.
He done put on some of that grown man weight, you know. He trying to shed it off.
Morrison thought about it. He's going to pull it out. Whips it out to KB. Well, I'm shocked KB didn't shoot that. There'll be another injury, it looks like, as Jones comes down gingerly on the left ankle. He's going to step off the court. Checking in for him is going to be D. Lotz.
No, you good. Yes, sir.
Had a pretty decent crowd tonight in the Bears Den.
Speaking of crowds, boy, y'all showed me a crowd earlier. What was that, Huntington
and Captain Shreve.
Captain Shreve.
Over at Shreveport. Hey, they do basketball right.
That's what Coach Kovac said. He said they do. Hey, he said it's different up there in the Pope, baby, the Pope City.
Nice drive by KB.
Shreveport, hey, baby.
He finds the big fella, Monroe, who finishes.
You remember that? Do you remember that, Craig? Remember
Hurricane
that
Chris?
Hurricane Chris.
There you go.
Hey, baby.
Not that old, Coach. I guess down.
I was going to, I think I might have been working a 2D baseball tournament in Arkansas a few years back, and I passed by Juella. I can't say the words that come before, you know what I'm saying? But Juella, the street, you know, so running through it, and you see the sign off of I-20 and Juella. I said, oh, hey, Hurricane Chris, baby. Leave something on Juella.
They might cut us off our streaming services. Free throw off the mark again, but good rebound by Monroe. He gets it over to Wilson Landry. He's going to let it fly. Off the front iron, no good. Marson goes up for the board. They'll say it's out of bounds on the Yellow Jackets. I'm a little surprised there. I thought that went off of Marson. Carencro will take it, though. They're being patient, though, after they got the big lead. Working the big fella, too, inside. Morrison thought about the 3, decided to slow it back down. They're going to send a little help side. Somebody's open. They'll get it back in the corner. Bernard's going to go to the rack. Goes underneath as they're going to block Monroe as they met him at the apex. Came down on both feet and traveled. Woo! That was strong. That was a muscle play. That was a grown man play. As Monroe seems a little frustrated, maybe with himself. Even his dad. I looked over at Big Herm. Big Herm was giving him the flex with both arms on the outside.
Yeah, we've got to get that young man to be able to be a little bit better in that situation, though. Most definitely.
So the off-season work for you guys right now, what's the lifting looking like?
Well, we're still in the hypertrophy phase. We're going to spend 3 months in the hypertrophy phase, and we're alternating right now between high rep week and a time and attention week. Really focusing on opening up the hips and just trying to build the muscle mass, and we're staying between, 60 and 75%, anywhere between 8 and 15 reps on strength lifts, anywhere between, we're going to do 4 sets on Olympic lifts, anywhere from 4 to 6 reps. Outside we're alternating different weeks where we may have a week where we're focusing on speed, another week where we're working on change of direction. This week is a change of direction week. Another week where we may be working on endurance. So it's kind of, very early on in the offseason right now to where, we're kind of operating and using, the foundation and the format and the plan that we've always had that has worked out very, very, very well for us.
Who's your coach that kind of leads the charge in the weight room for y'all?
You're looking at him,
all right. So you get pretty hype. I mean, you see those coaches, those coaches in the weight room. They get I got
to give a lot of credit to Gary Fontenot. Okay, Gary Fontenot was a strength and conditioning coach at Acadiana High School when I first began coaching in 2010. He took a great liking to me and allowed me to start running the weight room in my very first summer there as far as calling out the sets. And we use the same cadence and the same routine today. My goal is to hopefully get Coach Gary Fontenot to come to one of our workouts, because I know he would be extremely proud. And then the good Lord put me in a situation, when I was in high school, when I was in college, before I started working at Acadiana High School, I wanted to be a college football coach, So my first year coaching was in the fall of 2010 with Acadiana High School, won a state championship, beat West Monroe 21-14 in the state championship game. And then that following spring, I GA'd. Coach Mark Husband was hired at the University of Louisiana. I went up to Coach Husband's office, scheduled a meeting with him, sold myself, They needed some assistance in the weight room, and I figured that was my way of getting into college coaching. So I became a GA for Coach Rusty Witt, who is now the strength and conditioning coach at the University of Florida.
All right.
He got paired up with Coach Sumrall at Troy. When Coach Sumrall left Troy and went to Tulane, he brought Coach Witt with him back over there to Tulane, and then now Coach Witt is with him at the University of Florida. So a lot of what we do as far as how we operate in the weight room is a mix of Gary Fontenot, and Rusty Witt. And
a lot of coaches get their start in the weight room.
Yes,
too.
sir.
Coach Ed Ogeron's
I'm so
major
proud
job.
and so thankful for that opportunity. And De La Salle out there in California that they've made a movie after. I've connected with that strength and conditioning coach, Mark Wine, and they've kind of have a 12-month plan that they follow, and they're very strict to. And, we're a very similar program to them schematically. And when I look at those guys play on the field, that's what I want our football program to look like. So it's a lot of, look, when you're in the game as long as I've been in it now, and look, I've been in it 16 years. I'm not saying I've been in it a super long time, but that's a pretty tenured time, and a pretty decent amount of experiences. I've got a collective, amount of things from a bunch of different people. Kevin Bellard, who is the strength and conditioning coach. He was a GA at LSU, but he ran the baseball strength and conditioning when Alex Bregman, his last year at LSU. A lot of the things that we do have a lot of things that we learned from Bellard. Bellard, Acadiana High School was fortunate to hire him, I believe, in 2018. He was there from 18 to 21. So what we do in the weight room is kind of a collection of a bunch of different experts, that I've been fortunate to learn from, and we've always had a good off-season program.
If you're just joining us right now, Coach Gavin Peters breaking it down, all things weight room and Carencro's off-season approach, as the basketball team seems to be in cruise control here, leading 45-25 with less than a minute to play. What about from a lifting standpoint? You guys do a lot of agility work as well?
Yeah, so every day we've got our varsity group split up into 2 groups, and one group is in the weight room and one group is outside. So as I mentioned, this is a change of direction week this week. You know, Coach Corville and myself, this was right before COVID happened in 2020. We went to a strength and conditioning clinic in New Orleans, okay, at the University of Tulane. And this guy who's the strength and conditioning coach for Denton Geyer in Texas, he said that, you know, there's a difference between change of direction and agility. Change of direction is predetermined. Agility is a response to a stimulus. So right now, early this part in the offseason, we set the foundation with change of direction. And as we get a little bit better and progress, then we move into small games and agility type things where we're actually responding to a stimulus.
Love to hear it. All things Golden Bears. Carencro victorious tonight on the hardwood, 45-25 as they get their first win in district play. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll tell you all about it right here on your home for all things Carencro, the Carencro Bears Network.
Let's get it over, all right?
Buffalo Wild Wings Pick 6 for $19.99 is the perfect meal for two.
For two humans, not whatever you are.
I am a burger-loving buffalo with wings.
I've never seen a make and model like you in my entire life.
Oh, I get that a lot. You should see my mom. Pick 6 meal for two for $19.99.
At Raising Cane's, we're hyper-focused on being the best at what we do and getting it right every time. Cook-to-order chicken fingers, cane sauce, crinkle-cut fries, coleslaw, Texas toast, iced tea and lemonade. It's our one love. But is the hype real? Yeah, it's real good. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Yep.
Yeah. Welcome back to the Bears Den. Carencro's victorious tonight against New Iberia Senior High, 45-25. It's a game where they got started quickly from the perimeter and never looked back. Had good defensive performance that led into offensive points and rebounded the basketball extremely well in a game they had to have to get their first win in district. Coach Gavin Peters, you said it in the pregame, must-win game. They're going to play with a different sense of confidence, a different sense of urgency, and you saw it tonight from the tip of the basketball. They played like they had to win, like their hair was on fire, and it seemed to be a good recipe for success.
No doubt, and you've got to thank our seniors, Wilson Landry, Kendrick Bernard, Derek Lodge, the poise, the confidence, the execution that those guys gave us out there on the floor tonight meant everything.
And look,
meant everything.
Calmness too. I got to say the poise, the calmness, and not rattled. If you looked at them, they didn't look like it was a must-win, but they played like it. They came through and they executed. I love the effort that you got to see from those guys and the bigs too. 2 games in a row after having 2 horrendous games against Turlings and STM at home and the loss on the road at HL Bourgeois. They played terrible. The last 2 games, Hayden Monroe tonight with 10, Jaden Baptiste with 8. They gave you the kind of effort that you're going to need to see down the stretch in this district as well as once you get to the playoffs.
Absolutely. You know, the big guys have definitely made a turnaround for us in the last couple of games, and we got a big one on Friday. We got a big one on Friday in the Lions Den, and we're going to need the entire program to step up and be ready to go.
It'll be a while till you get back to us as Carencro now has a few road games on the docket. Next up for the Bears will be Friday night, as you mentioned, at Lafayette High. Of course, tip-off of that game will be around 6:30. Unfortunately, we won't be there, but get out there on Congress Street and support these young Bears. We appreciate you guys for tuning in this tonight, and as always, go Bears.
One last thing.
What you got?
One last thing. My oldest must be watching the stream.
All right, I love it.
She want to text me talking about stop. I say, stop what? She said the Pluto stuff. I'm standing on that hill. Pluto is a planet, and we're going to end on that.
Pluto's a planet.
White Kevin Gates.
Go Bears.